Hi everyone, this is my daughter's favorite jeans which got torn at the knees. She still wants to wear it by my husband, but my husband doesn't like my daughter wearing shabby looking jeans, so he doesn't let her wear it. So I thought maybe I can do some decorative stitching to this so that the holes in the jeans pant doesn't show up. So what I did was I made a lace and I stitched it. The way I made the lace was I actually made a Romanian I-cord and I joined it at various places like here and here and here in such a form that it forms a specific pattern. And to make it curve, I did I used some techniques which I'm going to show you in this video. After making this pattern, I made a small flower here and here. So this was the actual pattern which I wanted to make, and it has pretty much come up like that. Like this arch is actually this arch, and this flower is this flower, and we have a few hearts on both the sides which are this and this, and this was the arc which is coming on the downside. I thought I will need to make two, but since my daughter is little, only one was able to cover one leg. So today in this video I'm going to show you how to join these Romanian I-cords on the go. Generally when you do Romanian point lace, you actually just make the I-cord a very long I-cord, and then you, like if you have a design on your cloth, you stitch the whole Romanian I-cord in this pattern, and then you stitch the joints together, and then you fill in the empty areas. But that is a really long process, so I wanted to have some kind of shortcut. So I on the go I actually joined these points. So I'm going to show you how I did this. For this work I'm using a very stiff crochet thread. This is a red heart crochet thread of size 10, and I'm using a 1.9 mm crochet hook. The whole work is mostly based on Romanian I-cord. So after making the slip knot, I'm going to make a chain of 3. I will go into the second chain and pull, first chain and pull. So I have 3 loops. I'll pull through the first 2 loops, and now I'll pull through the second 2 loops. I will turn this. When I turn it, I'll find that I have 2 loose loops. I will go into both the loops and I will pull. Now I have 2 loops and pull through. Again turn the work. I will again have 2 loops which are a little loose. Pull through those 2 loops and pull through. Turn, pull through 2 loops and pull through. This is how the Romanian I-cord is made. I'm going to make this 10 times. I will count. In a Romanian I-cord, the advantage is that there are side loops. If you see this, these are side loops. Every time you make a side loop, I'll count it as 1. So I need to have 10 side loops. I'm going to make it a bit loose. If it is loose, then it is easy to insert my hook in these 2 loops. If it is tight, I'm going to struggle a little bit to pull through the 2 loops. I've got 10 side loops. You need to see which one is the right side. The right side will be a little more neater than the wrong side. This is my right side. I'm going to make 8 more side loops. I made 8 more side loops, and this is what I made till now. So I have made this curve. Now I am at this point where I need to make it bend a little bit. So for making it bend, I'm going to make side loops. So I made 3 more side loops. Now this is my right side, and my curvature needs to come like this over here. So what I am going to do is, I'm going into these 2 loops, pull and hold, go into the next side loop, pull and hold, the next side loop, pull and hold, and the last side loop. So I'm going into 3 side loops and once into the first 2 loops. I got a total of 5 loops. I'll pull through the first 4 loops, and then I'll pull through the last 2 loops. This has given a bend to my I-cord. Now I will continue and make 8 more side loops in the regular way. Go into the 2 loops, pull through and pull. Now I got 3, 6, 8 side loops. Now this is the point where I need to join these 2 like this to form this kind of thing. So what I will do is I will count 8 here, 3, 6 and 8. So this is where I need to join. So I'm going to leave this, go into these 2 loops, again 3, 6 and 8. So I'll go into the 8th loop, 8th side loop, and I'm going to pull this thread out of the side loop and out of the 2 loops, and now I'll go into this loop and this loop, and then pull through. Now turn, again continue, pulling through 2 loops. Now this is the place where again I need to curve. So I'm going to have 3 extra side loops. So I've got 3 side loops. I'll do just 1 more. Yeah. Now my cord has to curve up like this. So I'm going to go into these 2 loops, pull, and go into these 3 side loops, and pull through the first 4 loops, and then pull through the last loop. Now my I-cord is going to turn up, so it will be like this. Again I will make 8 more side loops and I'll join it here with this loop, the same way I joined it here. I made 8 more side loops. I need to join it here because this is where I am, and this is how it needs to go. So for joining I will leave this, go into these two side loops, go into these two loops, not the side loops, and I will find the spot where I need to attach, which is this one, right after the 3 side loops that I pulled together, the side loop next to that one. Go into that, and from back side, this is the right side of my work, so I'm going to join this from the back side, pull through the side loop, pull through the 2 loops, and leave this loop. Now put your hook through the first and the second loop and then pull through. This is another joining. Now again I will make 4 extra side loops, and then I will do the curve, because again my I-cord needs to turn like this and come here. So you can make any kind of shape you want using these simple techniques, and this is how it came up in the end. This is my first attempt, so I think upon practice I can improve the look of this kind of lacy work. Maybe I can use it in sleeves and a bottom of the pants or bottom of the top.